The Silent King is back. The Obeisance Phalanx is back. Well, it was never here, but it's here now, and we're up against the Speed War Detachment, whatever it's called.
Cult of Speed.
Cult of Speed, there you go. And it's coming right up.
Necrons!
Nick speaking, and welcome to this battle report. Right, here we go, 2,000 points. The Orks, the Speed Freaks, the Cult of Speed versus the Obeisance Phalanx. This is going to be fun. I'm here with Richard. Hello, Richard.
Hi, Nick. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Of course, we've got some new changes, points changes, rules changes. What are you thinking for the Orks?
Well, I'm not sure the points are enough for this particular detachment, but overall the points for drop is good, and to be honest, the rules were pretty okay for Orks. It was just those costings that hurt us.
Yeah. Well, obviously you've got a lot of models today, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think about 102, I think.
Ouch. Okay, well, let's start off by having a look at your Orks. Okay, yeah, that is a lot of Orks. Okay, Rich, what have you got then?
Right, the detachment's led by the Death Killer War Trike, and he's leading a unit of 6 war bikers, five war bikers, and the boss knob with a big chopper. The others have got choppers. A unit of 3, two with choppers, and 1 with big chopper. Then I've got 3 units of 3 death copters. I've then got 2 units of looters with 2 spanners, and both being led by big mix with shock attack guns.
Okay.
I've then got 3 units of boys, 2 of 10, 1 of 20. One of the boys' units will be in the one of the trucks. One of the looters will be in the other truck.
Okay, so you've got 2 trucks, yeah.
Yeah. I've got a unit of 10 commandos, 2 speed dragsters, weird boy going attached to a unit of 20 shooter boys, 10 Gretchen with the Hunt Herd. They're there for my backfield objective from the CP farm.
Yeah.
2 Dakar jets.
2 Dakar jets as well. Look at that, what a table full of Orks that is. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Let's have a look at the Necrons. Okay, here is my humble amount of miniatures in the Obeisance Phalanx. Heading up the force with his new Triarch keyword is the Silent King, with his 2 Menhirs and his 2 Triarchs on the model as well. Thanks GW, at last. We've also got 1 unit of Lich Guard just there. We have a unit of Tesla Immortals with a Chronomancer and an Overlord. The Overlord has the enhancement which lets me re-roll hits when my opponent's on an objective. We then have another unit duplicated here. However, I made a slight error when I picked my models up. This Chronomancer here is supposed to be a Plasmancer. I've marked it with that on the base so we know what's going on. So we've got the Plasmancer here as well. Right, okay, so then we have 2 units of 5 Praetorians. We have 2 Triarch Stalkers, both with the Heat Ray. This is only base coated, yes, I've got to get to that one. And then we have 2 Doomsday Arcs, just because, and 1 Locust Heavy Destroyer, just filling out the points. And that's my list, exactly 2,000 points. This is what we're playing, Crucible Battle, Sandwich Deployment. We've got Linchpin. Effectively, if you're holding your home objective, then the central objectives are worth 5 points each, but if you're not holding your home objective, they're only worth 3 points each. And then we have Adapt or Die, which will affect the secondary mission cards. Whether you're playing tactical or not, you can get some bonuses from that, so that's quite interesting. Right, this is the deployment map that we're on. Very cool looking board. This is deployment map number 1, correct?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, so let's do some rolling, find out who's the attacker, who's the defender. We're going to deploy, and then we'll be back for the roll-off for first turn. Okay, so we have deployed. I'm going to start with the Necrons, and also just to confirm, hopefully I get this right, what my special rules are, because it is a bit confusing and I did it wrong in the army roundup. So we've got the Plasmancer and Overlord here. The Overlord has the enhancement which gives me -1 to hit in close combat. The Plasmancer gives me critical hits on a 5+. We've got the 2 Triarch Stalkers which have just scouted 8 inches forward. And then we have the Silent King and the 2 Doomsday Arks just here. Richard and I agreed they can go in the building. There, they're just on the ruined building. We then have the Lich Guard at the back on my home objective, and of course the Heavy Destroyer there. Over this side we've got the other units of Immortals with the Chronomancer and the Overlord. The Overlord giving me reroll hits when my opponent's on an objective, and then the Chronomancer giving me -1 to hit in both shooting and close combat. Right, I believe I've got that correct. Over this side of the table we've got a whole bunch of orcs. We have a unit of bikes with the war trike. We've got some boys in a truck, some more bikes there. We've got the commandos who have infiltrated, and at the back we've got a load of more boys. We've got the dragsters, we've got some copters, we've got the looters, we've got the grots, we've got some more looters in the truck. And on top of all that, in reserve we've got 2 Dakka jets. We've got 2 units of copters, and the rest of it, like I said, is in the trucks. Okay, so now it's time to roll off for first turn, which we did, and we didn't have the microphone on, and after both rolling a 1, we re-rolled it, and Necrons rolled a 5, and the Orcs rolled another 1. So it is Necrons turn 1. Okay, so I've just drawn my cards. I have Containment and Overwhelming Force. And Richard wants to do something for some reason.
Yeah,
what do you want
well,
to do?
as you've got first turn, it's going to be...
Excellent, I'm definitely going to have to turn the microphone down for that one. Okay, here we go. Movement phase. Okay, so before the movement phase, we've got the commands phase, of course, and I need to target a unit to give me +1 to wound. I've got Overwhelming Force. I'm going to try and kill this unit here. Seems the easiest one to kill. However, they do have stealth, so they're -1 to hit. So, whilst I'd like to put the ability on another unit, like the looters, I think I'm going to have to put it onto these because these are worth points. So I'm going to try and kill them. Right, okay, here we go, a movement phase. Okay, so I've started moving, and this is why I needed to target those looters as soon as possible, because they're horrible. Richard is overwatching my Silent King with the looters. So here we go. You get to re-roll all hits because I'm on an objective, is that right?
That's right, yeah. Well, that's a little better.
Okay, now to a wound.
The yellows are going to be Strength 8.
Okay, I'm toughness 10.
So 5s. Rocket launchers are Strength 9, so 5s. And 5s on these.
Okay.
But they're all different AP and damage. So that's handy. That's handy. So you've got 4 at -1.
Okay.
2 at -4.
Yep.
And 1 at -2.
Okay, so let's do the -1s. So that puts me in a 3 up. Saved all of them.
Yep, so that's them.
And then the, how many at -4?
2.
2. So this is on a 4 up in Von. 1 goes through.
So it's D6 plus 1. 2.
2 damage. And then the others that were -2 AP, how many were there?
Just a 1.
1. So that's on a 4 up as well. Save that. Okay, so I finished moving. As I said, I've got the Triarch Stalkers moving forward with the Silent King. These guys have moved forward and done containment. These guys couldn't quite get within the 9 inches and outside of my deployment zone, so instead I just moved and advanced them forward. And that is it. We are now ready to do some shooting. Okay, so I forgot to say at the start of the battle round, I gave the Silent King's aura the ability to reroll 1s to hit and wound. Pretty obvious, it's the main one that I'm going to be using. And now we're going to shoot. We're going to start with this Triarch Stalker shooting into the looters. So we've got a D6 amount of shots. We've got 4 shots, not great. However, they do auto hit because they are torrent, which is quite nice. That ignores obviously the -1 to hit. Coming in at strength 5.
Toughness 5.
Okay, here we go. We've got +1 to wound because of your ability, and I can re-roll the 1s.
So they missed their 2s.
Okay. So 2 go through, -1. I get no cover save.
It's going to have to be 5s from Rewar. So 2, isn't it?
2, yep.
1 loves it.
Okay, 1 dies. And now the second one, let's hope we can roll a bit better on the 2d6 shots. A 3. My goodness me.
It's going to be a long old day.
Oh, okay, 3 shots. +1, re-roll the 1s.
Which is good.
My goodness, this is terrible. 1.
1 goes through.
No cover save.
Saves.
Loves it. Can I go home now?
Thinking I like this warm weather.
Okay, after that disastrous start, we are going to continue. We've got, so this is going to shoot into the looters on the building. He is within 6 inches of the Silent King. So yeah, reroll 1s to hit and to wound. But first, how many shots? It's Blast, which it has 11 models in there. So it's D6 +1 normally, so it's going to be D6 +3. 5, 8 altogether.
That's not bad.
Okay, so hits on 3s normally, but it's heavy and I haven't moved, so it's 2s, and I get to re-roll the 1s because of the Silent King. 2s, and we've got 1, 1. Let's re-roll that. That's a cocked dice. Okay, they all go through. Okay, strength 18, so it's going to be 2s. I get to re-roll the 1s, and dev wounds because I haven't moved. We get 2 dev wounds, and we get to re-roll this 1 that missed. Okay, all through. So 2 go through and 6 saves at -4. Five up, yeah?
Yeah. So one survived out of that, so 5.
Should be 7 dead.
Yeah, and 5 of it.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Okay, right. Let's see what else we can shoot. Okay, so the Silent King is next. I've got some decisions to make. One of his weapons, the 12 shots one, is indirect fire. So I can actually see and target these guys who I'm trying to kill for some points. It's quite a good amount of shots. However, I will be hitting on 4s normally because it's indirect, and then you've got -1 to hit for stealth. Plus, of course, I can re-roll 1s, but I just don't fancy my chances. I could kill some of them, making it easier for my Triarch Stalker to come in and assault and kill them. Or I could just shoot everything at those looters there, because the other 2 weapons won't kill all of the looters. There's 4 looters left, and I've only got 3 shots at best. So it's awkward because the Doomsday Ark here cannot see the looters. So I think I'm going to have to shoot the looters. So let's do that. So we're going to shoot everything at the looters. Right, okay, here we go. Decision made. So we hit on 2s, re-rolling 1s.
1-1, I can see.
Yep.
Yeah, so everything hits.
Everything hits. So this is the Staff of the Stars. It is strength 6. So that'd be 3s. Re-rolling the 1s.
There's a 1, that's a 2, that's a 2. So everything else.
Okay, that goes through, and that's -1 damage.
So I get cover, so be 6 down to 5s. Can't get better than that.
5s.
So 5s. So how many is there? 3, 6, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3. And then so the 3 looters are dead.
1 wound each, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Pretty crap. He's dead.
Okay, so at least I get some points. I think that was the right decision, even though I've wasted the other shots, but that's the way it goes. Okay, so we've got more to shoot. That Doomsday Ark there at the back can see these 2 units here. It's probably going to be the truck, but we will see. Okay, it's got to be the truck. So here we go. We haven't moved. We're not in range of the Silent King. So it's D6 plus 1. 6 shots. I'll take that. Coming in, needing 2s because I haven't moved. All in. And these will be devastating wounds. Strength 18.
So still 2s.
2s.
1 dev.
1 dev. The 1s miss and we can't re-roll them because we're not in range of the king.
So how many wounds?
Yep, so these are -4 with 4 damage.
So that's 4 damage straight away.
Yep.
Saves 1.
5 up in Von, are you? 6? Yeah.
So that's 8, 12 damage, isn't it? So
how many wounds has he got?
he's only got 10.
Okay, does he explode?
No.
Nope. Okay, so last to shoot are the Immortals. I'm going to use my stratagem to give me critical hits on a 5+, and they're going to be shooting into this truck here. Okay, so here we go. We need 3s. We are looking for 5s and 6s.
Take the 1s out. Take the 2s out.
Okay, rightio, so we've got 4, which gives us 2 sustained hits for each one. So 1.
I've got 3 here.
Okay.
So you need to, so you've got 3 extra, so you'll need 1 extra to go in.
Okay, there we go. So they're all in. Okay, so to wound, we can re-roll 1s to wound. You're not on an objective, so I can't re-roll them all. Coming in at strength 5.
And this is 8.
Okay, so 5s. 5s, re-rolling the 1s. Couple of 1s there, you can see.
I'll do the 5, 6s for the moment.
Another 6. Okay, it's not too bad. It's a reasonable amount. They are, of course, 0 AP.
6, 9, 10. So it makes it a free up save. So 3 wounds.
Okay, the Chronomancer is just out, so can't shoot. However, I've also remembered the Plasmancer over here has the ability to shoot, so it's not actually a shooting attack, so even though the unit's doing an action, he can still do it. So we're going to target this unit here, and we've got 4 dice. On a 4+, it's a mortal wound. He gets 3 mortal wounds.
So 3 die.
Okay, that's handy. Okay, so that's the end of the shooting. We've got the Triarch Stalkers here, potentially now can kill this unit. So they only have 4 attacks each, but if I can get both in, I might be able to do it. The one at the back's only a 4-inch charge, believe it or not, so let's have a go at this. Okay, I'm in just. I got a 3-inch charge on the first one and a 5-inch charge on the second one, which was exactly what I needed. However, we are in, so let's see if we can kill these commandos. Right, the Stalker at the back is going to hit first. He's within 6 inches of the King, so he gets to re-roll 1s to hit and wound. We are coming in. So, here we go. We've got 4 attacks with our limbs, and we need 3s. Re-rolling 1s.
So 3 hits.
All in.
2 6s, nothing special.
Nothing special, he says. Yeah, no, definitely nothing special. Coming in at strength 7.
Toughness 5, 3s. Rerolling 1s.
Oh, that'd be 2s because you're marked. I marked that unit.
2s. Okay.
All in. So that is -1 and 3 damage.
Doesn't particularly matter on the damage because
No.
other than first one saves, 1 dies, 2 dies, 3 die.
3 dice.
What was it? -1?
-1, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Right, that's half of the unit gone with one of them, but they did have the king's bonuses, so let's hope the other one does slightly better. Right, here we go. Second one, we need 3s. That's much better.
All in.
And strength 7. 3s again. And that'd be 2s because you're marked. So 2s.
So there's
Ooh, missed with 1. No 5s, please, Richard. No 5s.
So I need 2 5s.
You lovely man.
You bar steward.
A what?
You bar steward.
Okay. Well, I tried. You can't say I didn't try.
So my attack's back now.
Your attack's back, yeah.
Oh, you see now? That gives me a warm feeling.
I bet it does. We are toughness 8.
4s to hit. 4s and 3s to hit on the metal. So that I do. Red dice, strength 10.
3s on the red.
Blues are strength 10.
3s on the blue.
And 5s because it's strength 5 on the.
This is on commandos, yeah?
Yeah,
Jeez.
chopper. It's because it's a war turn. It's strength 9 normally.
Okay.
You get +1.
And even strength 9's good for commandos.
Yeah. So it's because of the weapons. So those 3 hit. So that is -2. That's -2. That's -1.
Okay, so be all on a 4-up. So let's do the 2 blue ones first. 4s. 1 goes through. What damage is that?
So 2 damage.
2 damage. Okay, so we'll take that. And then
The other one is that's -2.
okay, -2. That goes through as well. What damage
That's
is
2
that one?
damage.
Okay, we'll take that.
That's -1 and 1 damage.
Another damage as well. Okay, so that's 5 wounds, yeah, in total. Yeah. Okay, end of Necrons turn 1. I got 3 points for containment, 3 points for killing a unit on an objective, so that's 6 points as we move in to Orks turn 1. Okay, Richard has Bring It Down straight away and Behind Enemy Lines. Okay, these speed freaks are speedy. So these dragsters can advance and then teleport just like the Necrons can. So that guy's teleported there for behind enemy lines. We've got the truck there with the looters moving up. For reference, I did move these after shooting with the Chronomancer's ability onto the objective in my turn. And then we've got another dragster, the copters, these boys, and these bikes all coming up over this area. I did overwatch these with my immortals and I killed 1. However, we've got these bikes and that guy at the back on the flank there. So yeah, some speedy movement, and I have a feeling that this is going to hurt as we move into the shooting phase for the Orks. Right, we've got the bikes shooting here first. I'm not sure I'm going to record all of the dice rolls because I think there's going to be quite a lot. But let's see how these bikes get on. They've got 18 attacks. So yeah, Richard's just getting his dice ready. Needing 5s to hit.
So couldn't actually.
And your detachment rule, just for reference for everyone, because I don't think we've talked about it, you can advance and still shoot on the speed freak units.
Yes.
Yeah.
And fall back and still shoot with them.
Oh, and fall back as well. Very nice.
Yes, I think so. Add 1 to the hit roll. So they're hitting on 4s. But I don't know if any of that would have mattered there. So those are strength 5.
Okay, toughness 5.
So 4s, but it's twin linked. So I can re-roll those. One of them is dead. So miss with 1.
Nice.
2, 4, 6 saves.
Any AP?
No AP.
Okay, so 3 up. 2 go down.
2 go down. That'll do.
Okay, so these bikes also shot into my immortals and I saved what came through. Now we've got the Dragster shooting at the Silent King. I'm going to use the stratagem, -1 to damage. Okay, here we go. Let's see what you've got, Rich.
Right, so D3 shots for the rockets.
Okay.
Max shots.
Yep.
Rockets are hitting on 5s. He's hitting on 3s.
Okay.
So none of the rockets that he does. It's hazardous precision. So let's see. No, it's fine for the hazardous precision and dev wounds.
Okay.
So
Strength.
8. So I need.
Toughness 10. Yeah, 5s. Nope.
I will take a
CP. Yeah. Ooh, nice try. Okay, I survived that. The stratagem is up now until the end of the phase, and next we've got these copters shooting at the Silent King.
So it's 3d3. 3, 4, 5, 6. Needing 5s. That'll do.
Yeah.
Strength 9.
Toughness 10.
5 re-rolling. 1 goes through.
Yep.
-2.
4 up. No. How much damage is
So
that?
it's 3.
So normally 4 damage or 3?
No, it's 3.
Fixed 3.
Fixed
So it
3.
goes down to 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about the light. Come around this side, it might be better. There we go. So this Dragster shot into my Doomsday Ark and did 3 wounds. And now we've got the looter truck here shooting. We've got 1 weapon going into the Immortals and then the looters into this Doomsday Ark, which is on this objective, so Richard gets all of his re-rolls. Very handy. Okay, here we go.
So the big mech gets 6. Rockets get 4. And it's full amount of shots. So
Both detachments obviously fairly new to us, so we're referring to the rules quite a lot here.
yeah, so the yellows will be 6s,
Okay.
re-rolling.
Yep.
The whites will be 5s, re-rolling. And the metal are 5s,
Right.
re-rolling.
Okay.
So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 there.
There we go.
I'll get 1 on there. So at the moment,
That needs rolling, that's on the floor.
yeah. So re-rolling everything. So that's pretty cool. Three more there, 2 more there, and that's it.
Okay, so that's the hit. Now to wound, Doomsday Ark is a toughness 9.
So the rockets are strength 9, the def guns, so they're 4s,
Yep.
that's 4s, and they're 5s. Oh. Ouch. I say ouch, I mean,
Could have been worse, could have been better.
that's -2,
2 at -2, so that'd
and
be...
the others are -1.
Okay, so these are my 4 up in Vun, which I found both
6 damage.
all together, yeah?
Yeah,
And the others, we've got 5 saves,
at -1.
-1, so we've got cover, so being my 3 up. I found 2 of them
4, is it 4? Or is it? Yeah, 4 damage.
in total,
In
yeah?
total,
So 10 wounds in total,
Yes.
yeah? Right, so that is the end of the shooting phase. We're going to move into the charge phase now. Richard has quite a few charges, so let's see how many of these he makes.
Well, I'll do the bikes first into there.
Yeah, into the Chart Stalker, definitely in.
These boys.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be, even with a 3, they're definitely, Chart Stalker's looking rather vulnerable there on his 7 wounds.
need a 6. Would you agree?
Yeah, looks like it to me, yep.
Okay.
6, yep, they're in.
Yeah, so that'll get me just an inch away, so. Orcs climbing over the dunny to get to their target. Why not? And that is an 8. No, that's a 9.
9, okay. Easy. Easy peasy.
Yeah, so with a 2-inch pivot. And make sure I'm out just out.
Yep.
Yes. Right, so tank shock.
I hate tank shock.
You know,
It's the worst thing in the game, I reckon.
so 2 comes back into that. Right, so I've got no CP left. Right, let's do resolve the tank shock.
Okay, toughness 8, so he gets 8 dice.
5, 6, 7, 8. Any 5s is a mortal wound.
Yes.
So 3 mortal wounds.
Very nice. Okay, so Richard did all of his assaults. I've lost 1 Triarch Stalker that didn't explode. The other Triarch Stalker, which is in combat with everything here now after all of the consolidations, is on 4 wounds. Over here I lost a couple of Immortals from the tank shock, and then at the end of the phase I did my Resorb and I got my units back up to full strength. Over here I've lost 2. I'm not using my Resorb yet. I've got my obviously RP to do first as we move into turn 2 for the Necrons. Okay, so my secondaries are engage in all fronts and sabotage. I did score 13 points for primary. We did all our battle shock tests. This Doomsday Arc is a battle shocked. I moved the Immortals up onto this objective here. I've marked this unit with the +1 to wound on them. The Triarch Stalker has done nothing. He's just standing there. I did do my RPs, of course. This Stalker is now up to 5 wounds. The Menhir, which was on 1 wound, is back up to 4 wounds, and I've moved this Silent King here. We got this up to 7 wounds. Got 3 wounds back on that, which was nice. I got 1 wound back on this, taking it up to 12 wounds. The Immortals are just staying where they are. I've brought in the Praetorians there for behind enemy lines, and these just here. I was going to sabotage here, however I think I'm going to sabotage with the Silent King because those are not going to survive there. So that's it. We're now going to move in to the shooting phase. Okay, I've been shooting. I shot this Doomsday Arc, the big gun, at these bikes along with the Immortals, and I've got almost all of the bikes gone. This guy here on 2 wounds, and this guy obviously untouched. And then the other Doomstalker along with the Locust Heavy Destroyer shot into here. Richard played a stratagem to give himself a 4+ invulnerable save. I got 6 wounds from the Locust Destroyer, but this Doomsday Arc fouled with his blast weapon. He shot the small guns into here along with the small guns from this Doomsday Arc into here, and I got it down to 1 wound, which is pretty handy. That was pretty much it. That's everything that I've done. So we're going to move into the assault phase. Stop the press. I've just realised that these guys, which have the rod, can shoot, and these guys over here. So we're going to shoot those into the truck with 1 wound. So let's see what we can do. Okay, here we go. We need 3s. 1 misses. Coming in. Strength 5. We need 5s. 3 go through, Rich. And that is -2 and 2 damage.
So -1, so... Now, does it explode?
Does it explode? Yes. Of course it explodes. It's that stupid devil dice.
So, let's see what that...
Is it 1 mortal wound?
No, it's D3.
D3 mortal wounds. Nice. 3 go down. Fair play. So, one of the looters died in the explosion, and my immortals haven't shot yet, and I've just shot them into the looters using the stratagem for critical hits on a 5+. I've done quite a few wounds. That many wounds for Richard to save.
3, 6, 7, 8. So, 5 die, 6 die.
Yep.
That leaves 2. Now it leaves 1. Right, so the rest go on the big mech with a 4+ save. So it saves 1 wound, 2 wounds.
How many wounds has he got?
Do I have a...
Ooh.
That's him dead. Yeah, that's him dead. Yeah, he died. So that's a whole unit dead.
Okay, now these Praetorians onto the unit of bikes. So again, we've got 5 shots. We need 3s. 1 misses. Toughness is that unit now? Is it toughness 6, yeah?
Yeah, still toughness 6.
Yeah, so strength 5 normally wounds you on 5s, but it goes down to 4s because of my detachment rule on that unit,
Just
which
1.
doesn't really help. But still, -2 saved. Okay, well, not too bad. Right, now we're moving into the assault phase, and I'm thinking about having a cheeky assault on this guy here, who is the Warlord. Why not? Let's do it. Let's try it. So there's a 9-inch charge.
You in?
We're in. Okay. Here we go. Right, here we go. So 15 attacks. We need 3s to hit. We miss with a few of them. So they come out. Okay, nothing special. No, nothing special at the moment. Strength 5.
Toughness 6.
Okay, so I'd normally hit you on 5s, but because of the rest special rule, it is 4s. We miss with those. There's 4 go through, and that is at -2 damage.
So, 2 damage. So,
That kills that
first
guy.
one.
Yeah. That kills that guy. Yeah, he's in.
Yeah.
He's in combat. Yeah, with 2 wounds.
Yeah, misses. Saves. So he takes 2 wounds. He's down to. Can you put?
I've got to use this dice if you want.
Yeah.
How many has he got left now?
7.
Okay, so I lost 2 Praetorians in the assault back. My Triarch Stalker died, of course, we knew that. However, he did take a bike out, and this guy is down to 1 wound.
It is 3 points.
3 points.
Sabotage is 3 points or 6.
Oh yeah, sabotages. I was talking about engaged.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So sabotage I haven't scored yet because that's done at the end of Richard's turn. So yeah, that is it. End of turn 2 for the Necrons as we move into turn 2 for the Orks. Okay, so Richard had marked for death, but he's put it back in. That's the first time he's done it in the game so far. We've both done it once, we can do it once more. He's got sabotage and secure no man's land. And we've got the copters coming in. They both come in just here. And we've got the 2 Dakar jets potentially still to come in as well.
Oh, they're coming in.
They're coming in, okay. Got a little bit of movement in the middle there. The 2 planes have come on.
Will do sabotage.
This plane, however, can only move in a circle because of its wing.
Yeah.
And we might have the jump in a minute as well on those boys at the back.
I'm just thinking about that, so he will use that in a minute.
Tough one, isn't it? How do you think the game's going so far, Rich?
It's close. At the moment, you're up on points.
You've still got a lot of firepower here though.
Yes, yeah, I've got a lot of firepower, and if I can get lucky with what I do next.
Right, the boys have just jumped over there, and now Richard is preparing to shoot. Okay, into the shooting phase. I lost a wound on my Praetorians from this guy. Their 2 Dakar jets shot into my Praetorians over there. The first one did abysmal, took 1 wound off. The second one did much better and got me down to 1 Praetorian with 1 wound left. These guys had some shots at my Immortals, and I think you didn't kill one, did you? Didn't kill anything?
No.
And then everything else that was here shot at the Silent King. I did my -1 to damage stratagem. I've lost my Menhir, and my other Menhir is down to a 1 wound. And that's it, as we move in to the assault phase. Okay, so Richard is not playing Space Marines this week. His Orks are in, all of them. 9-inch charge there, 6-inch charge there, 8-inch charge here, 7-inch charge here, everything all in. Is there any more charges, Rich?
I don't think
I think
so.
that's it, isn't it? Okay, so let's see what happened.
Yeah, I ain't going.
Yeah, both my Immortal squads are in combat. That's not too clever. My Silent King's got to weather the assault here as well. Okay, assault phase. I'm fairly happy with that. I did quite well, to be fair. My Praetorians killed this guy here, the Warlord. Very nice. I did lose a fair few of my Immortals. However, I did kill all of the boys in return, and then I popped off my Resurrection Orb and I got 2 Immortals back. We're locked in combat with the bike. Over here, the Silent King got a bit of a pummeting. He's down to 13 wounds and the Menhir's gone. However, he did kill all of the boys that were there, which was quite nice. My Immortals over here fared pretty well. I lost a lot of them, but not all of them. I've got 4 left, and in return I killed a few of those Orks there. And that was it. So Richard is currently sabotaging this one, and you didn't get your other secondary, did you? Whatever that was.
Secure man lands, and I'm discarding it.
You're disregarding Secure No Man's Land. Right, okay, so here we go. We're moving into Necrons turn 3. Okay, so I have Defend, Stronghold and Recover Assets. And I did all of my RP. I got a good amount of wounds back, which was really nice. Richard wasn't very happy, but it was good for me. And then I've been moving. So I've moved my Praetorians just here. I'm trying to block Richard's movement. I think I have. So hopefully next time he's going to fly off the board, although it looks like he's going to
I am
Overwatch. We've got the Silent King just staying in combat. Those are staying in combat. And this unit here going to try to defend Stronghold. This hasn't moved. I'm going to try and kill that there. And the 2 Doomsday Arcs are going to shoot into the Copters because that's the main target that I've got. Right, how you doing, Rich?
Well, that is 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5. Strength 6.
Toughness 5.
So freeze. 1, 2, 4 at -1.
3.
4.
4.
4 at -1.
4 -1. Okay, so 4 ups. So 2 die. Okay, pretty decent shooting phase. I managed to kill 2 Copters from this unit, which Richard used a CP to put 4+ and vulnerable save on. That was with the Doomsday Arc, number 1. The second Doomsday Arc killed 3 of those Copters, and then their Gauss Flayers shot into here, did a couple of wounds. The Silent King didn't actually do anything in the shooting phase. He whiffed, but what else happened? Oh yes, and then my Locust Heavy Destroyer here killed that, it's not a buggy, is it? Dragster, that's the one.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're moving into the assault phase now. Okay, end of Necrons turn 3. I managed to kill the commando dude that was there and got this guy down to 4 wounds with the Silent King. I did really well over here. I killed quite a few of the Orcs, certainly whittled their numbers down. I think Richard is taking that objective though, we'll have to work that out. And that was it. My secondaries I score at the end of Richard's turn, so no secondaries for me this turn. as we move in to turn 3 for the Orks. Okay, Richard has Defend Stronghold and Area Denial. Alright, it is very close on points. I would say I am a little bit ahead, but all to play for sure. I've definitely whittled the numbers down in terms of the Orc side, and that last RP turn was really good for me. So we'll see how this progresses. Here we go. Okay, Richard is moving. There's not too much to move. He's just positioning his copters to get line of sight as good as he can onto the king. This plane has moved up over there. This one I did quite a good job of blocking it, so it had to fly off the board edge. I was pretty proud of myself for that move. I thought that was pretty good. And that is it. So I'm going to use the stratagem -1 to damage on the Silent King for your shooting. And here we go. Okay, so shooting has finished. The Silent King took another pounding. My stratagem did help me though, but I'm down to 8 wounds now. And then we just had an assault, the single copter into the Silent King, and those 3 copters got a 12-inch charge onto my 2 Praetorians. Over here I've lost all of my Immortals. I've just got my 2 characters left, but I have whittled those Orcs down. There's only 3 left and the Weird Boy. Over here my Silent King's now on 7 wounds, but I did kill both the buggy and the copter, split my attacks. And over here, believe it or not, my Praetorian survived. I've got 1 Praetorian with 2 wounds. Actually, Richie hasn't attacked yet, so we'll quickly do that. And then we'll move into a Necrons turn 4. Okay, so I've got Assassination and Behind Enemy Lines. I used my CP to auto-pass Battle Shock on these guys, did my RP, and I got 1 back with 2 wounds. I'm going to move those over to do Behind Enemy Lines. I also got another Praetorian back over there with 1 wound. They're also currently behind enemy lines, but whether they survive or not, I don't know. Assassination, the only model left that is a character is the Weird Boy, so I'm going to have to try and kill him somehow. And the Silent King got 1 wound back, and this Doomsday Ark got 1 wound back. Okay, so
I've got a secret mission.
You're going to do a secret mission?
I have to, because I'm so far behind. So if you give me the camera.
Okay.
I will show.
Okay, you're going to show the camera.
Yeah, and so that they can. And that's what I've chosen.
Okay, so I moved these guys up. I haven't moved the Silent King. I haven't moved those over there, but I did move my Doomstalker. No, what is it? A Doomsday Ark. That's the one. I actually advanced it 14 inches. I'm on the objective. I fell back with the Overlord and the Chronomancer. Richard overwatched me with the aeroplane, and I took 3 wounds on the Overlord. And now we're going to look at shooting. Okay, end of the shooting phase. It started off really badly with this Doomsday Ark doing diddly squat, literally nothing. I then came over here and I shot the Silent King into this unit, and I did manage to kill the whole unit, including the Weird Boy, which was really useful for my secondary objective. I took a pop shot with my Locust Heavy Destroyer at the aeroplane, and I did 6 damage. Then we went into the assault phase, and Richard did no damage on my Praetorians, and I managed to kill one of the copters. So I managed to get both of my secondaries there, max points for behind enemy lines, and I got the other one, whatever it was I had, can't remember, what was it? Assassination. Yeah, so I killed all the characters as well, so I got 5 points for Assassination. As we move into turn 4 for the Orcs. Right, so the aeroplane is coming back in, and Richard has Cleanse and Overwhelming Force. Let's see what he can do. Okay, so this game took a long time. The first 2 turns took 4 hours, and my microphones ran out of battery power. But effectively what's happened is Richard shot everything into my Silent King, got it down to 5 wounds. The copters flew over my 2 character units and did 1 mortal wound on each character. I believe the 2 copters did cleanse on that objective there, so there were no assaults. As we moved into Necrons turn 5. Okay, I drew Area Denial and Establish Locus. I moved my Praetorians up there after RPing them, RP'd the other Praetorians. The Silent King got a couple of wounds back, and the Doomsday Arc went up to full strength. I was planning a cheeky assault with the Praetorians onto the aeroplane. However, what happened in the shooting phase actually stopped that from happening. Richard did overwatch me, but he didn't do too much damage. He just killed one Praetorian. In my shooting phase, I managed to kill both of the copters that were there. I also managed to kill the flyer in the shooting phase. All that was left was those grots on the home objective. A really fun game. We both really enjoyed the game. And the scores, let's have a quick look at them. The Necrons scoring 50 points for primary and 37 points for secondaries. And the Orks scoring 17 points for primary and 8 points for secondary. 97 points to 35. A massive victory for the Necrons, but like I said, we both had a lot of fun. If you enjoyed this battle report, then you might enjoy some of our other battle reports. I've got a playlist there just for you, and here are some list building videos that you may also enjoy watching.